another edition of the Closed Fist. I'm Russ. That's Will. Joey Fingers over there.
Closed Fist Day.
Wonderful, yes. Big doings in pro wrestling, as always. Some petty schoolyard fighting going on in the world of pro wrestling. Ring of Honor decided to try to book a show at Madison Square Garden. Ooh. Yeah. To which some stuff happened behind the scenes, and of course we have all of a sudden Ring of Honor's not having a show at Madison Square Garden.
So Vince cockblocked him.
So enter Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
God, I love a good villain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, what happened here?
Hey, if you could do it, do it. I would do it. It's business.
Yeah, he's the businessman. He's built for this stuff. He enjoys this kind of thing. Ready to go to war. Let's go.
And we know, and everybody in the business knows, NYC is WWE territory.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's been their territory since the territories. When it was his father's company.
Yeah, it's like WCW in Atlanta or TNA in Orlando. It's their home.
I'm not going to say there was sorry, Russ. The one thing, I'm not going to say there was a contract involved because none of us know for a fact.
We're not sure.
But I'll put it to you this way. There's a long-standing relationship with MSG and the WWE, regardless of whether or not they're at the Barclays Center anymore, or now, excuse me.
Right.
There's a long-standing relationship there. So who knows what happened and why, but
this is where it gets deeper.
There's something there.
Well, this has so many
here
layers.
Comes the layers.
More layers than people think. Because now you have James Dolan, who owns Madison Square Garden. He's not getting anything, or at least was not getting anything from Vince as far as events, Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, however you want to put it. They all pretty much took everything over to the Barclays Center. So, enter Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor tries to book an event. Okay, I don't see how you can knowingly take money out of the hands of a guy that has supported you. James Dolan has been a huge supporter of WWE, Vince, and that whole thing. Vince took his business to Barclays.
Here's the thing, though. Is there a reason why he took it to Barclays? Can MSG hold what he needs? Can he bring the trucks and all the stuff that they need to put on the show?
Then why
they were doing it for years?
They were doing it for years.
They might have outgrown the place.
Then why block another organization from going in there taking money?
Why not?
That's business.
Yeah. Welcome to Monopoly, dude.
Yeah.
That's Boardwalk and Park Place.
It may be business, but now you're literally taking money out of the hands of James Dolan.
Of a billionaire?
Right. Again,
billionaire,
what's a $20,000 house show when you're going to make millions?
There's a reason why he is a billionaire.
Yeah, from making smart moves, listening to Vince.
You're talking about James Dolan.
I'm talking about James Dolan.
And there's a reason why Vince McMahon's a billionaire as well.
Yeah.
True enough, but does this set the stage for, I don't want to say a war,
but add the other layer of who owns.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
This
This is a 9-layer dip, right?
This is Sinclair Broadcasting owns Ring of Honor. Now, Ring of Honor, they have done pretty well on their own. They're profitable. They're not worth not nearly as much as WWE.
So we all know. So it's like the XFL versus the NFL.
Possibly. I mean, you can make your
XFL's now $500 million.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother.
Yeah. Sorry, another thing.
It's a money pit, but whole nother ball of wax here, I guess, depending on how you want to look at it. Ring of Honor is very profitable. They make money for their owners, Sinclair Broadcasting. Now, we all know that Vince and WWE signed $1 billion deal with Fox to move SmackDown to Fox. Well, depending on which station that they end up on.
A Fox affiliate.
FS1, the Fox station. Doing a little research.
This is where Russ really dives
Here we
deep
go.
into the story.
Can you tell the pessimism coming from that side of the table? WUTV, Fox 29 in Buffalo. Who owns them?
Sinclair.
Sinclair Broadcasting.
And they own many stations across the country, not just Buffalo.
Not
to be
just
fair.
Fox affiliates. Now comes, okay.
Now the Farfetch comes.
Now the contract for SmackDown doesn't take place until next year. How likely is it that Sinclair, now again, Sinclair owns Ring of Honor, how deeply involved they are with Ring of Honor, that's a whole nother story.
It's a paycheck.
Maybe.
It's their,
you don't know.
It's their toy compared to the billions of dollars they're bringing in from channels.
Could be. You never, hey, but you know what? We don't know.
It's
We
like
don't know.
having
This is all speculation. How likely is it that Sinclair maybe sticks their head in there a little bit and says, oh, we have a contract coming up with our Fox affiliates that may carry SmackDown.
pushing the envelope.
What you say you give our organization, Ring of Honor, a show or two over at Madison Square Garden?
Two completely separate businesses.
But it all ties in.
But it doesn't.
Hey, all I'm saying is that there's a backdrop in there.
In the web of wrestling conspiracy, yes. There's
That's what we're all about.
In the realm of the real world.
No. This is why the show is here. I get it.
But in the realm of non-scripted television.
Yeah, but that to me that feels like a reach. And
And at the end of the day, if Fox wants to put up, Sinclair said this, you don't think Vince won't shop around and find another network?
Oh, the problem is Vince just signed that $1 billion contract.
But
if Sinclair decides to breach that contract by throwing in, by the way, because if the contract's already signed, they can't change it now.
Well, yes, they can, because Sinclair, they don't have to have those stations under Fox. They could possibly make those another network. Station.
Okay, if Sinclair's going to be that petty.
But here's the thing. You're saying they already have a contract, so all that shit should be laid out. Sinclair can't change that contract if it's signed.
They can't change the wrestling contract.
If they change that contract, they're a breach of contract, and Vince can go anywhere he wants.
They can't change. No, they can't. They can't.
It's a breach of contract.
It's if the contract is with Fox.
Yes,
not the Sinclair station.
Fox
dedicates,
not the affiliates.
dictates what the affiliate puts on. That's like saying Gotham has to be on at 8 o'clock every Monday on every Fox station.
But not,
if they mandate that, they can't tell them no.
But Fox 29 may not be a Fox station.
But it is, because it shows Fox television.
It is.
Wait.
It shows everything Fox.
They can take that and make it another network.
Yeah, but then Fox.
They don't have. They don't have to be a Fox station.
Now Fox could pull all of their shows if they want to.
Now we're talking.
All
crazy.
because of MSG.
Yeah, now we're talking crazy. That's
what we're about.
They're not pulling Fox.
No.
Okay, yes, they could be petty.
But it's not going to happen
just
over
as
MSG.
petty as Vince. Just as petty as Vince.
Of course. But Vince had to have known Vince knows all that stuff. That Sinclair Broadcasting owns
a lot
Ring
of
Honor.
Fox. A lot of right.
And plus, they're part of. Before he made that deal with Fox, that they are part of. That Sinclair owns affiliate.
That's what I'm saying. If that's already signed, all the shit's laid out because he blocked him, and MSG is not going to change that contract.
All I'm saying, one thing that we have to be clear here is that the Vince signed a deal with Fox. Fox affiliate stations don't have to be affiliated with Fox. They can be another network.
They'll never happen.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
What programming are they going to get?
Yeah.
This is more than likely never going to happen.
No, it's not. It doesn't have a shot in the dark.
It's not. It absolutely is, but I don't think it can be exactly ignored because I will say
deal
this.
Changing because of a $10,000 show at MSG.
Okay, fine.
That's pennies.
Is there is there any shot that in the future, maybe not during the date that Ring of Honor originally wanted, but let's just say December. Let's just take the month of December. All of a sudden we see, oh, Ring of Honor is in at Madison Square Garden for a show. Do you honestly think that Vince all of a sudden had a good heart and changed his mind?
Here's the thing. Do we know the dates of what the shows were? Is it possible that it could have been like, hey, they're down the street the same night as us, or the night before?
The rumor that I had heard was that it might have been WrestleMania weekend.
Well, that's because WrestleMania is in New Jersey.
New Jersey, but at the same time,
well, then that's why
Ring of Honor had their event in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Same night as NXT.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's not like it hasn't been done before. So,
yeah,
but they don't have the control over New Orleans like they do.
Yeah, you're in his
NYC.
territory now.
Yeah, well,
in New York.
Yeah.
This is. I mean, this all happening is about as likely as Brock showing up at SummerSlam.
Ooh.
Yeah, I said it.
But now,
Segue.
I said it.
segue later on. Again, I mean, this is just. I just thought it was a neat connection to this
It's
whole
a good
issue.
connection, but I mean, you're like spiderwebbing out of control over there.
Well, the original argument was kind of interesting, but I think once we get down to brass tacks of the affiliate issue and everything else, that changes the whole dynamic, and it changes it in a way that once you start saying, well, they could pull Fox off of, which our local Buffalo station, they could pull Fox. They are not going to pull Fox off of it.
You're talking
program.
But you're talking billions of dollars over.
Well, let's make this clear.
Change.
They could pull Fox programming if they wanted to.
If they wanted to, but Fox programming is where they make their money.
Right.
Yeah.
And
From
again,
American Idol to Gotham to whatever shows. I don't even watch
So the
TV.
NFL.
So
NFL and
Yeah. I mean,
all
they're
that
not
stuff.
going to.
Yeah.
Hey,
Like I said, you're talking billions to pennies.
all I'm saying is, billionaires are petty.
Not over 10 grand for a show.
Well,
at
then-
MSG, which has nothing to do with Fox.
Well, okay, then you just said that. Why did Vince stop him then? Yeah, it's his territory, but now you're talking
But it had
about.
nothing to do with television.
It had to do with money.
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with television.
He took money
Television
out of
channels
James.
are going to drop billions of dollars for a penny show.
He took money out of James Dolan's hands.
Hate it.
Now
Get hit
all
with
of
a
a
chair.
sudden, and now all of a sudden, they have a house show in Madison Square Garden. Do you think James Dolan laid into him a little bit?
That's fine, but you're still talking.
Possibly.
You're talking 15,
Possibly.
20 grand.
Are you kidding me? He's
talking-
like, dude, you took your business over to Barclays. What do you want me to do? I have a dead arena right now. Hockey's over with.
What does it have to do with
NBA
Fox?
is over with. The WNBA is over with. They might have some concerts in there here and there.
But what does it have to do with Fox? It has nothing to do with television.
I'm talking
Elton
about.
John's there tomorrow.
Is he really?
I don't know.
He's still alive?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. But you.
Billy Joel does a two-night set in New York at MSG every.
Yeah, well, he lives in that arena. He has his own little penthouse.
I'm being petty right now.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. but I just think that now all of a sudden they have their an MSG house show. Would that have happened if Ring of Honor hadn't happened?
That was probably the deal. Like, hey, kick them out because you can. We'll put a house show there.
Okay,
what does it matter?
Now the underlying part of this whole thing is, was there a contract? Because that could get sticky. Whether it's millions to thousands, however you want to put it, money-wise, contract's a contract.
Correct.
Now, was there a contract? There's multiple reports coming out. There wasn't. Yes, there was. There was a verbal agreement. James Dolan may have gone on a verbal. May have gone back on a verbal agreement. So there's a lot of stories going on around there. So we don't know for sure. But if there was a contract, Vince is out of the picture at this point. Now it's Ring of Honor versus James Dolan, and James Dolan's going to lose that argument.
If there was a contract.
which could lead to a show at Madison Square Garden, no matter what.
If there was a
Vince
contract,
does.
if there's paperwork, if there's no paperwork, he's off. He doesn't matter.
But again, we don't know that for sure. There could be, there could not have been. Who knows? But I'm just saying that this story's not over.
Yeah, because you haven't been hit with the chair yet.
This is going to move on. And a little tidbit more on this. AAA, which is a Lucha Libre wrestling organization, apparently they are going to have a show at Madison Square Garden. So they are moving in on Vince's territory. There's no stories about that show being
Maybe it was a
pulled.
date issue or an issue of some sort of that.
Come on with the date issue. The arena's dead. Are you kidding me? There's nothing that happens there anymore other than the NHL and the
But we don't
NBA.
know this. Dude's a billionaire. It doesn't fucking matter.
That's absolutely false because there's tons of concerts all the time in there.
There's concerts.
Just because there's no sports right now doesn't
But
mean
you're
shit.
telling me that Triple A is going to go in there and do a wrestling show, but Ring of Honor can't?
Yeah.
Well, because hang on, Ring of Honor's competition. Would you say yes? Because when we had this discussion originally, and I was getting all fired up about it. You were like, they could sell out a 10,000 seat arena, no problem, right? Or 6,000, whatever it was.
There is a theater. There's a theater arena there for about 6,000 people.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forget you were talking about MSG. I thought like Ring of Honor had their own place that they sell out 5,000-6,000 seats, whatever.
No, but yeah.
Because okay, that's competition to Vince, correct? Ring of Honor is competition.
If he considers them competition, I'll say that yeah.
Okay.
Well, apparently he
AAA.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that I'm a WWE mark, and I'm, you know what I mean. I'm a supporter.
Shocker.
Oh, do I not wear that on my sleeve? Of course I do. Every
on your
show.
sleeve, on your forehead, on your beard.
No,
Aren't we all, though?
Yeah, exactly.
We're not all indie scene guys over here, buddy.
You know, but what I'm getting at, yeah, there you go. What I'm getting at is this AAA thing you're talking about. I've never even heard of them.
But that's another wrestling organization going in on Vince's
Arn
territory.
Anderson's older brother.
So yeah, right. So Vince is like, okay, I'll support these guys. You know,
Yeah, because they're going to sell, what, 30 tickets?
yeah, you know what I mean. He's like, all right, whatever. You know.
Yeah, but again, that's pretty
You're
hypocritical.
just mad because
Oh,
your boys got snubbed
Is it
on
hypocritical?
MSG.
But is it hypocritical?
Ooh.
It is.
Oh, of
but at the same
course.
time, it don't matter. It's all about money.
Hypocritical, vindictive, downright mean.
Welcome to the business world.
Bang.
Ask our neighbors. If you know us, you know what I'm talking about.
But okay, I mean, again, this is all hypotheticals and whatever,
Yeah.
whatnot. The Sinclair angle of it, that's not going to happen.
Russ had nightmares about this last night.
We're all going. I mean, this is all hypotheticals, but an interesting connection there. That's
I'm
all.
going to watch NXT on FS1.
I'll tell you what, that's a heck of a. That'll be interesting.
So I guess I'm going to support Fox then. Damn it.
But Fox doesn't own Ring of Honor, so we're okay.
But hey, you know what? It's all hypotheticals. Welcome to the wonderful world of pro wrestling.
Hey now.
And business.